Today I smoked and canned some salmon, but I only did a few jars, partly because I wanted to try it out, and partly because I was using some of it for dinner. So I only had 4-pint jars in there, and I decided to fill up the rest of the canner with some black beans. This is one of my favorite tricks whenever I'm running a partial canner. I like to put beans in it, depending on what I'm canning. Usually if I'm doing only a partial load, it's going to be meat of some sort. So beans take about the same amount of time as most meats. Unfortunately for salmon, it has to process for an hour and 40 minutes. Beans take an hour and 30, so these beans are going to get processed a little extra long, but that won't hurt them. So as you can see here, I am filling the jars. This is not an FDA approved canning method, by the way, but it's one that a lot of home canners use, and I have not heard of anybody dying from it, and it works beautifully for me. So I just put the dried beans in the bottom of the jar, 1 cup of dried beans to a quart jar, and then fill the jars up to the shoulder, put in a teaspoon of salt, put the lids on, and pop them in the canner. So there you go. I can fill up my canner. It costs the same amount to run a partial canner as a full canner, so I always try to run the canner full. And we use these beans for a lot of lunches, because beans take a long time to cook, and so it's super handy to have just quarts of beans on hand that you can just pull out and they're ready to go. There I am putting my salmon in. So there go the last of my jars, and we'll see how this smoked salmon turns out. It tasted really, really good when I tried some, so we'll see how it is when it's canned. This is not a how-to canning video, just showing you my favorite little trick for always running a full canner. Enjoy!